All right, bestie. Today we are going to talk about if you're showing up consistently on Instagram, going live, posting content, and even creating reels, but somehow that consistent flow of paying client is still kind of empty and you're hearing crickets. First of all, you are not alone. There's so many amazing talent and coaches who think they're doing everything right, but still not getting the paying clients that they want in their coaching business. So today I am going to break down the 3 sneaky reasons that is happening, or perhaps you've been noticing that something is not right, even if you're putting yourself out there. Plus, I'm going to share what to do about it so that your dream client can actually start seeing your content, seeing your visibility, and that your visibility is turning into a business that pays you. Also, if you want to dive deeper, I also got a free resource, so stay to the end. That's going to help you to audit your own visibility strategy step by step, and I'll drop the link in the description box down below. Let's get right into it. Over the years, I have served so many amazing coaches who have great ambitions and they're passionate about helping others. But when they're showing up consistently, they're posting, they're doing everything that they've been told to do, but yet they're just not feeling that they're seen. Either their content is not converting for them, or they feel that the message is off. So if this is how you feel today, this video is for you, because today we're going to cover one of the reasons why you're not getting that consistent flow of paying clients. And I do have a resource on that. It's in the description box down below. And you might be making one or all of these 3 mistakes. So the first reason why you're showing up but you're not being seen is probably your messaging is not landing. And this happens to a lot of newbie coaches who are in the beginning of your journey. You're trying to figure out, how do I exactly talk to complete strangers on the internet when I don't really know them? I don't know where they are. You might be using some of the coachy language, which I had covered in one of my videos, where you're not using the language that your ideal clients is using. You might be using terms like up level, transformation, stepping into your power, or empowering you to do X, Y, and Z, when truly your ideal client might be just laying there awake at night thinking, how do I stop this negative self-talk? So the language that you're using might not be registering or might not resonate because you're using a lot of these coachy terminology. If you wanted to check out that video where I talked about why you don't need better content, you need content that actually connect with your ideal coaching client, I'm going to link it in the description box down below so that you can go and check out that video. So the way that you fix how your messaging is not landing, or it's not resonating, or maybe you're in doubt in terms of, am I even talking to my ideal client? One of the exercises that I have my clients do very often, especially when they're noticing that their messaging is not landing, is to actually go do some voice of the client research. How do you do that? So the way that you do your voice of the client research is you want to look at what your current audience is saying in their comments, especially inside a Facebook group, or maybe it's a place where your ideal client is hanging out. Maybe there's a mom's group, there's a women empowerment group. No matter what type of audience you're targeting, hopefully you have a couple of those Facebook groups in mind where you can go and observe and learn from the voice of your potential clients. And what you want to do is creating a library of your voice of the clients and use those exact words in your content. If you want a copy of my spreadsheet, I have one. Go ahead and go visit me on Instagram at Elevate Life Coach and send me a DM with the word voice, and I will be happy to share that spreadsheet with you so that you can start collecting all the exact words that your ideal client is using and start using them in the content that you're creating. All right, so reason number 2 why you don't feel like your content or you're being seen, even though you've been showing up, is that perhaps you've been outgrown your current audience. And this is common to a lot of more seasoned coach, where you notice that you have success within that first couple of years. You're able to get clients, get some traction going, having the word of mouth. But then it kind of shifted. You have shifted and your brand had evolved. Your followers from 2 years ago might not be the one who's hiring you now. I mean, think about it. Some of the clients that you have served, are they renewing their package, or are they coming back to you and say, hey, Michelle, I need your service again? Chances are they have outgrown you. And so this is the period of time where you're noticing that no matter what you put out there, your current audience is not going to work with you or hire you, because your brand has evolved, and so does your messaging, so does your strategy, so does how you're able to expand your reach by showing up to newer audience. If your content is still talking to the old audience, it makes perfect sense why they're not buying, why they're not signing up with you, and why your conversion rate is going to a flat line, right? It feels dead. That's because your brand have evolved, and so does you have to evolve. So does your content need to evolve. So the way that you fix this is you want to start showing up in front of new eyes and new audience. What you want to do is you start pitching to podcasts, find collaboration, and comment strategically on those content that your dream clients are already watching. Another way to grow and expand and having new audience is by running either the Google ad or Facebook ad. Even a small number of budget to expand your reach is going to help you to draw new audience into your world. So this is particularly true for coaches who maybe you're 2 years or 3 years into your business and you're noticing that a lot of the content that you used to create is no longer landing with your current audience. That might be the exact reason why you're not seeing the conversion, and it's not your messaging, it's not your niche, it's because you need newer and bigger audience. And reason number 3 for why you're showing up or you're not getting clients is because maybe you're solving the wrong problem. And this goes to both the newer coaches and also the seasoned coaches. Particularly for the seasoned coaches, you may be solving one problem and now the problem has been solved, so your audience no longer needs your service, and you need to start moving on to the next set of new audience who need your problem solving skill. Now for the newer coaches, you're still trying to figure out what problem exactly am I helping them to solve. You might be passionate about helping people finding their alignment, living their purpose, but in reality, your ideal client is probably just wondering, how do I get through this tough time without feeling sorry or without having this self-doubt? And so therefore, it's a mismatch. So in order to fix this and how your messaging is going to land better, and when you create content is going to resonate and convert a lot more engagement, is by asking exactly what problem does this solve? And what are some of the current issues that my ideal client is experiencing? So how can I shift my content to address those so that they can sit there and start saying, oh my God, that's me. And if you missed that episode where I talked about using this amazing tool of an empathy map to really truly understand exactly what's going through in your ideal client's mind, go ahead and click on the link in the description box below. Go watch that video. In that video, I share the tool empathy map and how you can use that to address and create content that help you to create messaging and content that have your ideal client sitting there and thinking, I need to book a call with this woman. Okay, let's pause real quick and drop a comment down below and tell me which of the 3 mistakes that you're currently seeing in your content or in your messaging. Is it because your messaging is not landing, or perhaps you have outgrown your current audience and you need to expand new one, or perhaps it's reason number 3 where you're creating content, but it's not really addressing your ideal client's current problem. Drop a comment and tell me. I respond to every single one. Okay, so far we talked about the 3 reasons why you're showing up, but you're not seeing the result that you want. So here's what to do instead. And it's a really simple framework that I teach my clients. Step number one is you want to have a clarity check, right? It may be that you need to revisit your niche and your offer. Is it something that's solving your ideal client's problem? Is it addressing to what they're looking for? So you want to do a clarity check and revisit your niche, your I help statement. That's usually a great place to start. Step number two is to do a voice of the client exercise. Go to your Instagram and go to your Facebook and look at the comments where your ideal clients are making and start collecting a library of these voices or the words that your ideal clients is using and start using them in your content creation. And this is an exercise that had my clients mind blown because when I show them how to do the exercise, they're like, oh my goodness, is this how you do things? So if you do nothing at all this week, I want you to go and start doing this voice of your clients exercise. And again, if you want a copy of my spreadsheet, simply go to Instagram and send me a DM with the word voice. I'll be more than happy to share that spreadsheet with you. Step number three is to create a strategy where you can consistently bring in new people into your audience. You want that strategy where you can be in front of the newer audience so that you're replenishing your current audience who might have outgrown you. So podcasting would be another place to consider if you're expanding that strategy, if you want to be in front of the new people, or perhaps finding other collaboration. There's another coach who's doing the same thing that you're doing. So consider collaborating with each other so that you can leverage each other's audience. So the third step is to show up and making sure that you have a way of being in front of the newer people to grow your audience. Step number four is to have an audit routine. Every week, one of the days, you wanted to sit down and ask yourself, did my content this week call out the right person? Am I serving the right audience? Did it speak to their urgent problems and what they're looking for in their life? Or did it make them feel like, I don't know what she's talking about and feeling confused? So you wanted to do a self-assessment on all the things that you have created that particular week so that you know exactly what to tweak and what to create in the following week. All right, bestie, if you realize now that I'm making one of these mistakes, that's okay. The stuff is so common and it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. It just means that it takes some time to get strategic. Now, I did put a resource together that talk about the 3 reasons why you're not attracting paying clients. And this is only one of the reasons, and you might be making one or all of them. So if you wanted to grab a copy of my resource, simply click on the description box down below. It's totally free and it maps out exactly what to avoid and what you can do in your next strategic move. And here's what I'm going to leave you with is that you're not invisible. You're not behind. Your people just haven't been able to see you clearly yet, but they're definitely out there. And all you have to do is simply be aware of what can be done better so you're not wasting time and wasting all this visibility effort that really doesn't turn into revenue or income. If this helped you, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe because there's a lot of you keep coming back and watching the video and you have not hit that subscribe button. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and don't forget to grab my resource down in the description box below. Love you all. Talk soon. You are my brother love, baby, you are.